Good morning, YouTube, and happy birthday, America. Greetings from the great state of Tennessee. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It is the awesome 4th of July. America is great. It will always be great. And no matter what anybody says, it will continue to be great. We are the shining light on top of the hill. We are the beacon for everybody to come and be free. Well, kind of free. We have lots of laws. But some good news from the great state of Tennessee is July 1st, we became a constitutional carry state. So if you don't have a permit, which you shouldn't have to have a permit to defend yourself in this country, but if you didn't, now you're allowed to open carry or conceal carry in the state of Tennessee. So that's really, really good news. Anyway, so I was reading some news this morning and just wanted to go over a couple things. So I read that America's largest teachers union says that critical race theory is okay for our children. Well, I don't think it's good for my kids, and we're not going to do it in the state of Tennessee. But if they were going to do it, we had already made the decision that we will pull our young little man out of school and we will homeschool him. I know that's not an option for some people, but if it is an option, if we put our kids on strike and we don't allow them into the schools, they're going to change their tune because they'll get defunded. They get money from the federal government for every kid that sits in the classroom. So just food for thought. That's not a good thing. Also, the Delta variant of the coronavirus, the big bad C, that's another thing that's headed our way. And, there's some decisions that have to be made by parents regarding their children. And that's, up to you and your kids. We know which direction we're going to go. And again, our son will be pulled from the school and he won't be making any money for that school, for our school district, but they're not going to do that in the great state of Tennessee. What are some other headlines that I saw this week? They talked about lumber prices going down on CNBC or one of those stations. It's amazing. 2x4s are $10 a piece now here in Tennessee. I don't know what kind of shit they're smoking, but they're smoking something because lumber prices have not gone down any in my area. And we got lumber mills around here. So that's another lie. Also, over the last few weeks, the Fed has been saying, inflation is transitory. Again, I'm going to call bullshit. It's not. It's here to stay. Even General Mills, and I forgot the other company's name, but they're the producers for Corona beer. And they're talking about a 7% increase. And finally, the Fed said, well, inflation may be around a little bit longer than we had anticipated. Well, it's here to stay. It's not going anyplace. So there's a lot of good things happening. It is the 4th of July. We are still free for the most part. We're allowed to do what we want, at least here in Tennessee. We're going to be firing up the Q later today. We're going to be probably burning some paper stuff that goes over your face. We're going to blow some stuff up with fireworks because we can do that here. And we're going to just have a good old time. We're going to enjoy the day, enjoy our freedom, and have fun today. But I am going to say this. I know I'm beating a dead horse because some people refuse to listen or they just don't think it's going to happen. We're headed for some pretty rough times with inflation. As long as these interest rates stay low and they keep throwing money out the door, it's not going to benefit us. I don't care how good the stock market's doing. Excuse me. The reality of it is the market has to crash. I mean, just history says that no matter what the government tries to do to keep it up, they're not going to be able to, no matter how much money they print, which is going to cause the inflation. And if you don't understand how that works, I would say educate yourself. It's pretty simple how it works. But it's worth looking into. Another thought that I had was our interest rates are so low, which is definitely going to benefit the hedge funds that are buying up property everywhere. I mean, it is rampant here in my state, in my neighborhood. I had a neighbor around the corner that sold their house, almost $30,000 over asking price cash. And everybody's saying, well, this person came out from California, or they're coming from Arizona, or, the people might be out here from Arizona, but the hedge funds and people that are very wealthy that are going to benefit from super low interest rates, they're buying these properties because you're going to own nothing and you're going to be happy. So, if you don't have a house, even if and this is just my personal opinion, I don't know shit. I'm just a dumb grunt. And I know this much. If you can buy a piece of property, which you will eventually own, it's a big liability to take on. People call it an asset, but you're paying on it. It's an asset for all these people that have the money that can pay for it. Even if they buy it cash, it's going to start bringing money back in. If you don't understand how that works, read Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. It'll explain it all to you. But get your piece of property. Try to own it and not rent it from a person. You're renting it from the bank, but 2% interest rates. It's a pretty damn good deal. Again, just my thoughts. And stay on your preps. Our garden's going really good. We started finally getting some stuff out of our garden. We got some zucchinis, we got some jalapenos, we have some cucumbers, and we're slicing all that stuff up, vacuum sealing it, and throwing it in the freezer, because in another, hopefully 2 months, I'll have my freeze dryer, and then we can start prepping more, having that food on hand, because I've said this before in other videos, the shit has hit the fan. We are in a slow rolling train wreck. The disaster is upon us. It's just happening really slowly, bit by bit. They're taking things from us. They're raising prices, and they're flooding our country with people that don't belong here. Hell, even here in Tennessee, they brought thousands of illegal immigrants, and they dropped them off the airport and let them go. What are they going to do? Who's going to give them food? Who's going to house them? I guess the taxpayers are. And it's going to come back and bite everybody in the ass. But it is what it is. So let's enjoy the 4th of July. Have a beer, 5 or 6 today. Fire up some explosive fireworks if you can, if you're in a state that allows it. It's a good day to burn things made out of paper that have loops on the end of it. At least it is for me. Again, happy 4th of July. Have a great day, and God bless this awesome freaking country we live in. Bye-bye, y'all.